Lawmakers in the Nigerian Senate have launched a probe into the collapse of crypto billion exchange, CBEX, as regulators intensify efforts to tackle the growing threats of Ponzi schemes within the country's financial system. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, disclosed that it is prosecuting Nigerian promoters of the collapsed platform over their alleged role in a multi-million-dollar crypto fraud.
As at the point of investigation, was reading about 1.3 trillion. But the record that was held on the blockchain when investigation did analysis of what has come in to that wallet that we identified as the collection wallet by the promoters, by CBEX, read for over $46 million if you convert it. And as we speak today, their offices have been shut down. Some of their infrastructures have been seized because it provides evidential value for prosecution in this case. And some funds that were found on the blockchain, we were able to block them. And we have put in an interim forfeiture order, and we have started off with a process of a final forfeiture, and by the grace of God, in the shortest possible time, we're at the brink of receiving that.
The Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions said the hearing forms part of deliberation on a bill seeking to amend the Banks and Other Financial Institution Acts, BOFIA, following growing concerns about the proliferation of Ponzi schemes in Nigeria.
Today, we are addressing two issues of national significance. One, the consideration of the bill for an act to amend the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020, SB 959, and the motion mandating an investigative hearing into the operations of Ponzi schemes in Nigeria, with particular reference to the recent crypto bullion exchange CBEX incident. Both matters strike at the very core of financial system stability. And it also strikes at consumer protection, regulatory effectiveness, and public confidence in our economic institutions.
Declaring the hearing open on behalf of the Senate President, Senate Leader Okpeyemi Bamidele stressed that stakeholders' engagement is critical to strengthening legislation and restoring public confidence in Nigeria's financial system.
The Senate will carefully consider all submissions and recommendations presented here today. On this note, it is my pleasure, as well as the pleasure of our distinguished minority leader, to, on behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Senate, formally declare this one-day public hearing of the Senate Committees on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, ICT and Cybercrime Security, Capital Market, as well as Anti-Corruption and Financial Crimes on the amendment to the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2022, SB 959, and the investigative hearing into the operations of Ponzi schemes in Nigeria, with particular reference to the crypto bullion exchange incident, hereby open.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Governor for Financial System Stability at the Central Bank of Nigeria welcomed key innovations in the proposed amendment, particularly the establishment of a registry for systematically important financial institutions.
We recognize among the key innovations, namely the establishment of a registry for systematically important institutions. And that is very well in order and would allow a much better and sharper focus on supervising and oversighting institutions that have critical impact in driving significant parts of our financial system.
The investigation highlights renewed efforts by lawmakers and regulators to tighten oversight of Nigeria's financial ecosystem and protect citizens from fraudulent investment schemes increasingly exploiting digital platforms. Kabiru Abdulrauf, S24 TV News.